I'm driving through this crazy rainforest to get to an area where I'm going to be doing some studies on the ecological effects of logging. I'll be doing this interview for a documentary with the esteemed J-Dog show. J-Dog will be asking me questions about the effects of logging on the rainforests of Fort St. John. Well, I thought I would record another entry into my diary. I've finished setting up my camp. I've covered it with foliage and leaves and sticks and various animal droppings so as to be invisible to the surrounding ecosystem. I've found there are many various types of flora and fauna in the Canadian rainforest unique to this part of the world. Some are edible, others not so much. Some give me good dreams, others not so much. Something unique to the Canadian rainforest is the hush puppy tree. This tree produces a cotton-like leaf, which is delicious and makes a welcome addition to my morning porridge. Oh, I've just found nearby something amazing and unique to the Canadian rainforest. It's called a Canadian rainforest dream truffle. These small plants are known for their medicinal qualities. Here I found another dream truffle. They also taste great on hamburgers with French fries, slathered in gravy. Although I found I had some of these dream truffles in my dinner the other night, the amazing thing about it is when you eat a Canadian dream truffle, various things begin to fly. The trees turn into talking friendly giants. Just another rare facet of the Canadian rainforest that should be preserved. Ooh, I see another truffle. I think I might go for a bite. I've noticed many of these pillars stuck in the ground at regular intervals. I feel they must be the last remains of an indigenous people who possibly once inhabited the Canadian rainforest. Where they went, I don't know. If I find any more evidence of their presence, I will surely document it, as I'm quite convinced it could be a monumental find. I've made another exciting discovery. Along with the pillars that I found at regular intervals, another facet of an indigenous people who possibly used to live in the Canadian rainforest. This, I feel, is a ceremonial drum. I found it lying not too far from what possibly was ceremonial pillars used maybe in an indigenous religion. This drum has seen an untold number of years, playing indigenous tunes for people who are obviously very in touch with the Canadian rainforest. I can only imagine what those tunes may have sounded like. The Canadian rainforest. However, there is a nocturnal creature that comes out, which I have come to call the Canadian rainforest canopy monkey. The canopy monkey will swing from tree to tree, calling at other monkeys. It has a very peculiar call, which I will now try to mimic, to coax out of hiding the Canadian canopy monkey. There's at times they defend their home territory with a peculiar type of mechanism. They grow very large pockets of hardened mucus in their nose cavities, and they flick it at would-be intruders from above in their canopy home. The Canadian rainforest monkey's nose nugget, as I now call it. Here I have seen, in the distance, one of the rare creatures of the Canadian rainforest, the Canadian rainforest moose. Despite my stealth, the Canadian rainforest moose is fully aware of my presence. I begin to approach this majestic beast, hoping only to be allowed to coexist with it in its native habitat. This majestic beast, although being several times my size, has definitely the ability and the strength to kill me in a single stomp. Seems friendly. This may be the first ever recorded contact between human and Canadian rainforest moose. Spectacular. As the Canadian rainforest seems to be able to sense that I mean it no harm, and it has welcomed me with open arms, or branches, whatever you would call them,